Hi, I'm Anne Hathaway, and this is Portrait Mode with Harper's Bazaar.
How would you rate your painting skills?
How low does it go? No, I really, I don't have any skills.
We're gonna have you paint Andy Sachs in those iconic Chanel boots.
Okay, we're just gonna have fun.
What would you be doing if you weren't an actress?
I think the editing process is fascinating. I started producing a couple years ago, and I'm finding that I just, really love that. There's an element of caretaking involved. You have to listen really, really well. You have to be really good at moving the ball down the field. Yeah, I'm just having a great time with that.
You are famously a diehard Knicks fan.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your MVP?
It's a group effort. You know what? The support network of the Knicks. That's my MVP, because I don't think they get enough credit for what it takes to be with someone who has a job that's intense, who's on the road. Sorry. It was funny.
Do you have a crazy courtside story?
I do have a crazy courtside story. I remember being 9 and being like, wouldn't that just be the coolest thing? If a ball came towards you, you got to catch it and then throw it back to a player if the player came towards you. So anyway, that happened to me on my birthday. The player was OG. I focused on the ball, and so I completely missed him. He got the ball, but he also hit the popcorn that my son had put in front of us, and that went flying. My hands went to my son. OG and I had a moment everything okay, and then he turned around and played, and I'm so proud. My son was so calm.
Those along the sideline.
Yeah, OG gets in that passing lane, cross-court pass. That's how you should defend that play.
Whoa, he's saying. Now we've got a timeout.
The little kid was mesmerized. He couldn't move.
Not happy about the popcorn being spilled, that's for sure. There's always more popcorn, young man.
Almost got crashed into last night. I always wanted that to happen. Thanks, OG.
How did your experience shooting The Devil Wears Prada 2 differ from the original?
So we were filming in front of people, which was just amazing, and the energy was, it really, I hadn't experienced anything like that before in my life, and to really experience what felt like the excitement of so many people at the same time, and then to have it physically manifest in crowds just there, wanting to catch a glimpse of, let's face it, wanting to catch a glimpse of Meryl, but just so happy to see all of us. It was unbelievable, and the hope is that we've made a film that will make people happy. We certainly, that's what we tried to do. Sorry. It just got so... Anyway, the biggest problem is the paparazzi sometimes, getting a little talking during takes or shouting things or swearing or doing stuff like that. But for the most part, everybody kept it very cool. So it was a beautiful experience. It was beautiful. It was genuinely just a beautiful experience. Are there buttons? Oh, whoops. Okay. I'm so rolling with it. Okay, there are buttons. Thank you.
You had a moment on set where you tripped, but very gracefully caught yourself.
That was the actual literal last shot that we were shooting on the streets of New York. I just remember the first thought that I had once I stopped laughing, because it's just very funny to fall sometimes when you realize you're not hurt. I just went, oh no, I'm news.
I don't think you even dropped a bagel.
Well, no, I clutched it for dear life, didn't I?
What is it about the movie that stands the test of time?
It's just such a joy bomb. And so that's not the shake. When I think of Emily and Stanley and Meryl, the chemistry of the cast, and especially just the sheer joy of discovering them in those characters, they're each so individually iconic in the way they dance together. Getting to experience it 20 years later, I was reminded of that. Yeah, so I think it holds space in a lot of people's hearts, and you cannot, the script. The script is so funny and quotable. People just took it in their hearts and they never really let it go.
Why was now the right time for a sequel?
Oh, that's a great question. I have no idea. That's above my spiritual, metaphysical pay grade. I don't know why now was right. I never thought it would happen, because people have been asking me for a long time about whether or not I thought it was a possibility, and I couldn't imagine it. I don't do hands.
Are there any loose ends from the first film that get tied up in the second?
Oh, yes.
Can you confirm or deny a Lady Gaga cameo?
Who? Oh, I know her. She was so good in A Star is Born. Oh my gosh, can you believe that somebody can be so talented? It just blows one's mind.
Which of your characters are you most often recognized for?
I'd say it's a neck and neck between Princess Mia and Andy Sachs. And like, I have different films that resonate with different audiences, like by demographic. Like, boys are more likely to know me from Dark Knight Rises. The girls are the gays are Princess Diaries and Devil Wears Prada.
Any update on the Princess Diaries 3?
I want there to be an update on Princess Diaries 3, but not one I can give you today.
You started your career out in theater.
Yes.
Which Broadway shows are an absolute must-see?
Anything Stephen Sondheim touched would be my vote. He meant so much to me as a child. I literally broke our VHS copy of Into the Woods. I watched it so much. Oh, I made a choice.
Talk about your style evolution from the beginning of your career to present day.
Well, I don't know that I had any style when I began my career. You know, I got very lucky. A few incredibly talented designers and people in fashion kind of took me under their wing and gave me some beautiful moments and access to some extraordinary clothes that I got to make memories in and live my life in. But that doesn't mean that I necessarily knew what my style was. It just meant that I was, you know, a girl with a lucky Cinderella streak. Every day you wake up and you ask the question, what do I wear today? So many of us feel so unprepared for that question. The answer to that question can be this ongoing discovery, and it can be a dance and it can be joyful. And so I'd say, like, that's kind of what my style is now, is that it's kind of better understood and more joyful.
Now it's time for the rapid round. One film you'll never get sick of.
Moonstruck.
Your go-to comfort watch.
Blades of Glory.
Favorite reality TV series.
Would Great British Baking Show be a reality? Okay, then that one.
What is your favorite film from your own filmography?
Rachel Getting Married.
Which character of yours are you most similar to?
Maybe Solenn Marchand from The Idea of You. Our lives are very different, but we have a similar sense of humor, so I think maybe, I don't know.
One director you dream of working with.
I mean, I've gotten to work with Christopher Nolan 3 times, so I'm not trying to, like, whatever, but, like, that is it.
What is one film you wish you could have been cast in?
If I could have, like, been a production assistant on any movie just to, like, witness what was actually happening, I would have, oh my gosh, I would have done anything to be on an Audrey Hepburn film. Like, maybe either My Fair Lady or Roman Holiday.
Who is your dream co-star?
Emily Blunt. Absolutely, every time. She will make your job so easy, and every day will be a complete delight.
Now it's time to reveal your painting.
I had to go with sunglasses because that was the only option available. And I think I chose a different background color because I was really happy with the blue from the shoot today, so I interpreted that. And I didn't realize until later that my foot was meant to kick back, but that's my painting. Thanks so much for watching, and please be sure to check out my Harper's Bazaar cover, which is out now.